Good morning, everybody. This is Patrick MontesDeOca with the Equity Management Academy Live Trading Room. This segment is sponsored by the Equity Management Academy. What I would like to do here on this segment, once again, is to simply just take a look at the process that that I follow here in the trading room as it relates to the application of the intelligence that we publish every Saturday. Every Saturday, I publish a report that's called the Weekly VC Price Momentum Indicator for gold and silver, for stocks, futures, and ETFs as well. And this report that was published on October the 30th basically gives us the trading signals, levels, algorithms, pivot points for the coming week. And the gold market on Friday closed at 1142, and with the market closing below the 9-day moving average, which is the one of the pivot points or indicators that we use to identify the trend, is the 9-day simple moving average of 1144, is confirmation that the weekly trend momentum is bearish. And it also tells you, but if it closes above 1144, then this bearishness is going to be negated, and the signal would turn from a bearish short term to neutral. So this is one of the pivot points or levels that we watch to identify the transformation of the market from a bearish to a neutral to a bullish trend. With the market closing at 1142, it obviously closed below the pivot point, the mean of the week, which is 1154. This is the code for the week that we use to identify the average price of the weekly swing indicator, which is 1154. And because the market closed below 1142, it confirms that the price momentum came into this week a little bearish. When it closes below 1154, it activates the lower targets of buy one and buy two levels. But it also tells you that if it closes above it, it would basically trigger stops and negate the bearish signal to neutral. So from 1154 or below, the trend turning bearish basically activated the buy signals of 1126 to 1109 area that we're looking in gold. And it tells you right here that you want to go long at these levels between 1126 and 1109 on the weekly swing signals. So we have activated, if we take a look at the price of gold, the levels on the swing trade of 1126 and 1109. And it's telling you to go long at these levels and use the 1109 as your stop for the week. So if you take this signal, the way to interpret this is that the market on Friday, if it closes below 1109, then you get out. Closing above 1109 would activate a buy signal at the B2 level. The first target would be 1126. Closing above 1126 would activate a buy signal with a target of 1154. Closing above 1154 would activate the upper end of the range for the rest of this week of 1171 to 1199. Now, what I want to point out to you in the gold market basically is where we are right now on the day algorithms. The last is 1106.40. The buy one level is 1108 to 1099. And so we actually have met or matched precisely this level of B1 and B2 and are now oversold to the B2 level of 1109. On the weekly and the daily, the B2 level is 1099. So I think that what this is identifying is a level in cluster, you might say, that gives you the ability for you to judge your entry points and to, you might say, execute your entry points with a lot more probability on your side. The prices coming down to these levels are essentially testing the demand area. The blue levels are demand, and the price coming down is challenging the demand. And as you see here on JNOG, which is one of the instruments that we trade, the demand is a lot stronger than the selling pressure that's being laid on JNOG, and closing above 37.61 would activate a signal in about 4 minutes or so using the 15-minute bar. We use the same methodology for the silver market. If we take a look at the silver, the right side of the chart, we have an open position. We have activated a 1506 long. We took an earlier trade, and we took a loss of about $500, which is a hard stop loss that we use for day trading. But we are using these levels here and suggest to accumulate as a swing trade and as a position trade, as we feel these levels are harmonically synchronizing themselves between the day trading trend of the market and the intermediate trend, aligning themselves, giving you a high probability trade. The weekly December silver futures contract closed at 1553 on Friday. And it gave you a bit of a bullish note by closing above the moving average of 1531, the pivot point, the first pivot point. But closing below 1531 told you the uptrend was negated and it went to neutral. Closing above it would activate the uptrend once again. But using the next indicator of the algorithm, which is the mean of the week, the average of the week of 1579, closing below that, we came in a bit bearish. So it activated basically the buy one and buy two levels on the weekly signal. And it basically told you right here to look to take profits into corrections at the buy one and two levels on shorts at the buy one and two levels of 1522 to 1490. And if you go long, use the 1490 level as a stop close only and go to cancel order. This is the stop that we're using for the swing trading signals that we have open, the 1490. The day trade, we're using daytime criteria on stops, SEOs, hard stops, market on the close. But what I want to point out to you is that I think we have found a high probability entry point as these numbers cluster more into an alignment, which increases the probability tremendously that we could be once again identifying demand in the market after the silver market made a new low of 1505 at 10:15 today. The Market closing above 1522, or on the weekly is 1522. The daily is 1516, would activate the next higher level above, which is the mean for the day, which is 1530. And a move about 1530 would activate the sell 1 and sell 2 levels. And on the weekly, it would activate basically the mean of the week, which is 1579. So we let the market, basically using the reversion to the mean formula, identify for us the trigger points at various levels that we identify on a daily basis before the market opens. This information was given to you on Saturday, October the 30th, and the day trading signals that we produce are given to you on a daily basis. For any additional information, you feel free to go to the website, click on updates, and you'll be able to see the real live accounts that we are trading, that we are posting daily, such as the securities and options account, which is showing as of the 4th of November, a $50,000 account has made about $68,000 in profits since we started trading on August the 3rd of this year. And if you have a chance, you can review the trades. They have time and sales, reference numbers. This is a real account. And if you would like to get any additional information, please feel free to contact me. My direct line is 805 area code 418-1744. Or you can email me at support@ema2trade.com. That's support@ema with the number 2trade.com. Once again, this is Patrick MontesDeOca, and I do appreciate the opportunity to share this incredible intelligence with you that I'm applying myself in a real-time fashion, in a real account. And I hope that you can benefit by this information as well in the website. For any additional questions, feel free to contact me, no obligation. Until next time, my friends, I wish you well and a great trading week.